On social media, adolescents are exposed to a lot of influencer-driven misinformation, and they often make quick credibility judgments without really stopping to think. The problem is, most media literacy tools don't support that real-time decision-making. So we wanted to address this gap and help adolescents learn to understand media authenticity. That led to the creation of our prototype, LUMA, a tool that helps users reflect and evaluate content directly within a scrolling feed. Our prototype was designed in Figma and simulates an actual Instagram feed. When users click on the Reels tab, they are taken to an onboarding page that introduces the skills they'll learn and prompts them to get started. The first level focuses on identifying red versus green flags. Once they begin, users scroll through videos just like they would on a real app. After watching each video, they decide whether it represents a red or a green flag. If they choose correctly, they'll receive a short affirmation along with an explanation and then move on to the next video. If they choose incorrectly, the system prompts them to pause and reflect on their reasoning before asking them to watch the video again. After that, it explains the correct answer and continues the progression. In some cases, the system also adds nuance by explaining when a green flag might become a red flag, helping users think more critically beyond just binary choices. After that, users move on to level 2, where things get a bit more challenging. The videos here aren't clearly red or green flags on the first watch. They require more ambiguous and deeper thinking. After watching the video, the system first pauses and asks the users what stands out to them about the video, giving them space to process what they just saw. From there, they're introduced to the hotspot tool. This tool highlights different areas of the video where relevant information might be hidden, helping them investigate credibility cues. For example, users can explore who the creator is and learn more about their background, look up unfamiliar terms, examine specific claims, and read the caption with guidance on what to pay attention to. This process isn't linear. Users can explore these elements in any order, and they're not required to click on everything. Once they're done exploring, the system will ask them what still feels uncertain, encouraging them to reflect on their understanding. After that, the system provides feedback explaining whether it was a red or a green flag and why, to reinforce the different cues they saw. The prototype also includes videos that aren't meant to be evaluated, just regular social media content like trends or everyday posts. This helps make the experience feel more realistic, while also helping users recognize when a video actually requires closer evaluation. In other words, not everything is a red or a green flag, and a part of the goal is helping users learn when to question content and when it's just normal browsing. After completing level 2, users move on to the final stage, level 3, where they bring together all the skills and tools they developed. At this point, they have access to features like checking claims, identifying what's missing, and using the hotspot exploration. Users are shown a mix of new videos along with a few from earlier levels to reinforce what they've learned. As before, they're asked what stands out to them, but here, the focus shifts more towards independent exploration. They can choose any of the available tools in any order. For example, the claim checking tool, users reflect on what the video is actually saying and are shown different interpretations, highlighting there isn't always a single way to understand a claim. With the What's Missing tool, they identify gaps in the information and receive feedback on what wasn't addressed. They can also use the hotspot tool to investigate different parts of the video more closely. Importantly, this process isn't linear. Users have full autonomy to explore as much or as little as they want to before making a final judgment. Once they are ready to evaluate the video, they can choose between a green flag, red flag, and a new one, which is a yellow flag. If they choose correctly, they'll be given an affirmation and the reasoning behind their correct answer. However, If users select a yellow flag, the system first affirms that uncertainty is valid and that slowing down to investigate is a good step. It then asks why the video was difficult to evaluate, prompting the users to reflect on what's causing that uncertainty. Each response leads to tailored guidance. For example, if something doesn't feel right, the system offers general strategies for what to look for and encourages them to rewatch the video and suggests revisiting specific cues. If the user still chooses the incorrect option, they're prompted to reflect again with additional feedback to help them understand the reasoning more fully. Once the user completes all the levels, they're taken to a final completion screen. Overall, LUMA is designed to help users slow down, reflect, and think more critically about the content they see as they scroll. By embedding support directly into a social media-like environment, it shifts credibility evaluation from something that happens after exposure to something that happens in real time. Thank you.